Welcome to your mat. My name is Alysia. Today's practice is going to be a Rocket Ashtanga flow. If you're unfamiliar with Rocket, it is a playful vinyasa practice that uses the traditions of Ashtanga to create a dynamic, arm balance driven, inversion driven, get you there faster style practice. This practice is completely customizable to whatever you need. There's ways to fire it up and dive deeper into the depths of your asana practice. There's ways to slow it down and refine postures that you would ordinarily see. This practice can be completely unique to you and really gets you into a ton of strength early on, a ton of breath work. There is little guidance offered. It takes you really into the self-study of honoring your own svadhyaya practice and taking control of your asana, your practice, your breath. Let's have some fun today and start on our hands and knees to warm up our wrists. Come to all fours, place your hands beneath your shoulders, rest your knees beneath your hips, spread your fingers wide. In this practice, we weight bear right away, so begin to activate your Hasta Bandha, your hand lock. Spread your fingertips wide, create a little buoyancy in your second knuckle so much that it lifts up. Anchor into the perimeter of your palm. Allow the center of your palm to lift up and create a suction cup. Often we hear this called spider fingers. Anytime we come to our hands today, draw right away into your spider fingers. Keep the health of your wrist joint. Allow the longevity of this practice to carry a long way with you. Shift forward and back. Keep your arms nice and straight. Begin with your most organic breath. Just take you into your wrists. Walk your fingers towards the long edges of your mat. Rock from side to side. Point your fingers to your knees. Press the heel of your palm down. Shift your weight forward and back. Flip to the backs of your hands. Point your fingertips to your knees. Press your arms straight. Press the backs of your hands into your mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide, or create a fist. Pull your fingertips into your palm. Stretch your fingers out. Point your fingers into one another. Anchor into your left hand. Make a fist with your right hand. Punch into your left palm. Wrap your left fingers around. Knead the fingers, your knuckles into your hand bones. Switch out, rest your right hand down. Punch your left fist into your palm. Wrap your fingers around. Create that kneading motion with your knuckles. Dive deeper and give yourself a little hand massage. And release. Sit your hips to your heels. Interlace your fingers up to the webbing. Create a wave-like motion with your hands. Roll out your wrists. And at any point your wrists begin to speak to you throughout this practice today, take a moment to come off of your hands, give yourself a little hand massage, then come back into your practice if it feels right. Let's start at the top of our mat in standing. Step to the top of your mat, equal standing pose. Ground into your feet, rest your arms alongside of your hips. Rotate your thumbs back. Breathe in through the crown of your head. Create the essence of root to rise. Feel your inner feet draw down, pull up through your shins, knees, and hips. Elevate through the crown of your head. Take your awareness into your belly. Activate your Uddiyana Bandha. Pull your navel into your spine, up underneath your ribs. Carry this abdominal lock with you throughout this practice. Use your core strength to find the motion as we transfer weight to our hands, as we move through transitions. Seal your lips, Ujjayi Pranayama. Breathe in through your nose with a slight constriction in the back of your throat. And breathe out through your nose. Carry this warming oceanic breath with you throughout this practice. Find the heat from within. Let the warmth radiate through the rest of your body. Starting with Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Ekam inhale, reach your arms to the sky, mountain pose. Dve, exhale, forward fold, place your hands to the floor. Trinay, inhale, halfway lift, look up. Chatwari, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, step back, lower halfway. Pancha, inhale, upward facing dog, lift your chest up. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips high to the sky. Pause here. Drive your heels into the ground, wrap your upper arms away from your ears. Dangle your head between your arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, breathe out. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale, that's 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. At the bottom of your exhalation, bend your knees. Sapta, inhale, halfway lift, step or jump forward. Ashtau, exhale, forward fold, bring your nose to your knees. Nava, inhale, root to rise, extended mountain, rise up. Samasthiti, exhale, bring your hands to heart center down alongside your hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, breathe out. Ekam, inhale, Tadasana. Dve, exhale, Uttanasana. Trinay, inhale, Urdhva. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, jump back. Pancha, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Shat, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, and breathe for 5. Last exhalation. Inhale, Sapta Ardha Uttanasana. Ashtau, exhale, Uttanasana. Nava, inhale, Tadasana. Samasthiti, exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Ekam, inhale. Dve, exhale. Trinay, inhale. Chatwari, exhale. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Last round, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Sapta, inhale. Ashtau, exhale. Nava, inhale. Samasthiti, exhale. Ekam, inhale. Dve, exhale. Trinay, inhale. Chatwari, exhale. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Last breath, breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees. Sapta, inhale. Nava, exhale. Nava, inhale. Samasthiti, exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Ekam, inhale. Dve, exhale. Trinay, inhale. Chatwari, exhale. Pancha, inhale. Shats, exhale. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Bend your knees. Sapta, inhale. Ashtal, exhale. Nava, inhale. Samasthiti, exhale. Rest your arms alongside of your hips. Reach up to the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. So our Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your knees, glide your fingers across the floor, reach your chest up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, step your right foot forward, rise up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, step your left foot forward and lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Drive your heels down. Scoop your navel in. Wrap your upper arms away from your ears. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Samasthiti, stand tall. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, right side. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, warrior 1, left side. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, Warrior One, right side. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, Warrior One. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, Warrior One, step your right foot forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, Warrior One. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, find length. Exhale, press into your feet. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, sink your hips deep. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower your heels, hips and heels to touch. Inhale, chair lift up. Exhale, toe stand, drop your hips down. Inhale, chair rise up. Exhale, toe stand, drop down. One more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, toe stand, drop down. Breathe in, lift your chest. Breathe out, place your hands to the floor. Bakasana, crow pose, bring your knees to your upper arms. Shift your weight into your arms, dome into your back, pick your feet up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, shift your chest forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, warrior 1, step your right foot forward. Drop your left heel, inhale, rise up. Pause in your warrior 1, point your chest forward. Inhale, lead up through your chest. Exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Elongate your stance. Stack your right knee on top of your ankle. Reach your arms out away. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink into your hips. Inhale, straighten out your right leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle. Place your right hand to the floor inside of your right leg. Reach your left arm high. Slightly lean your heart back. Energize your inner right thigh in towards your groin. Inhale, reach to your left hand. Exhale, release your left hand to the floor inside of your right foot or outside. Inhale, Pravrita Trikonasana, revolve triangle. Reach your right arm high. Spin your left ribs to the outside of your right thigh bone. Hug your shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach to your right hand. Exhale, release your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Step your left foot back. Inhale, side angle, reach your left arm to the sky. Bring your right ribs to the inside of your right thigh bone. Open your chest up. Inhale, reach to your left fingers. Exhale, low lunge, release your left hand to the floor. Lift the ball end of your left foot. Drop your left knee. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, place your hands to your heart. Take another breath in, lift up. Exhale, revolve, crescent moon, twist to the right. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Stay in this variation. Or revolved side angle, bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Lift your left knee, drop to your left heel, reach your right arm to the sky. Plug your right hip back in line with your knee. Inhale, reach to your right hand. Exhale, release your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Spin to the knife edge of your left foot. Inhale, side plank, Vashisthasana. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Rainbow arc your ribs. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Inhale, walk your feet in slightly closer, shorten your downward facing dog. Exhale, dolphin, drop your elbows to the floor. Press your forearms down to the ground. Press your hands to the ground. Take your eyes back to your toes. Put a gentle bend in your knees. Stay here in dolphin or find your way into Panchamayurasana, forearm balance. Option to take your forearm balance into a baby bakasana. Dome your upper back, pull your knees into your chest. Drop your knees to your upper arms. Step one foot back. Rise up to your plank. Option for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through your nostrils. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, three-legged dog, pick up your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your left knee to your right arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, warrior one, step your left foot inside of your left thumb. Drop your right heel, inhale, lift up. Square your hips and chest forward. Stack your left knee on top of your ankle. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 2, rise up. Lengthen your stance. Bend and straighten your left leg. Work out any kinks. Surrender into stillness. Ground into the knife edge of your right foot. Stack your left knee on top of your ankle. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, triangle trikonasana. Place your left hand to the floor inside of your left leg. Reach your right arm to the sky. Lean the back of your head and back of heart behind you. Release your shoulders away from your ears towards your tailbone. Inhale, reach to your right hand. Exhale, release your right hand to the inside of your right foot or to the outside of your foot. Revolve triangle Pravrita Trikonasana. Open your left arm to the sky. Hook your left hip back. Draw your right ribs towards your outer left thigh. Inhale, reach to your left fingers. Exhale, release your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Step your right foot back. Inhale, extended side angle. Reach your right arm to the sky. Move your left ribs inside of your left thigh bone. Stack your shoulders. Reach out of your right wrist crease. Inhale, reach up to your right hand. Exhale, low lunge, release your right hand to the floor. Come to the ball mound of your right foot. Drop your right knee. Inhale, bring your chest and hands up. Exhale, revolve, crescent moon, twist to your left. Swing your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Keep your palms connected, elbow tips wide. Or drop your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Pick up your right knee. Come to the full length of your foot on your right leg. Revolve, extended side angle. Reach your left arm high. Inhale, reach to your left fingers. Exhale, gently release. Place your right hand to the inside of your left foot. Roll to the knife edge of your right foot. Inhale, side plank, Vashisthasana. Bring your left foot to meet your right. Stack your shoulders. Pick up your ribs. Inhale, link. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Ujjayi breath out. Inhale, take one step closer with your feet. Exhale, Ardha Pinchamayurasana, dolphin. Drop your forearms to the floor. Hug your elbow tips in. Hollow out your belly. Take your eye gaze back through your thighs. Stay in dolphin or find your way into another Pinchamayurasana, forearm balance. Second opportunity to drop into Baby Bakasana. Your nose will be wildly close to the floor. Step your feet back. Rise up to Phalakasana, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift your chest. Exhale, Padangusthasana, gorilla. Wrap your peace fingers around your big toe bones. Hug your elbows out to the side. Draw your chest toward your thighs. Shift your weight into the ball mounds of your feet. Keep a gentle bend in your knees. Allow your hips to lift with time. The late Larry Schultz created this practice as a way to reach out to men, specifically baseball players. He was looking as a way to bridge the gap of getting his players into yoga. He took the approach of creating this really playful, dynamic, athletic-driven practice to entice these guys, these really athletic men, to dive into the practice of yoga without the idea that we need to come into the divine, we need to come into spirituality. So we created this practice as a really fun way to tackle the asana, the physicality of this practice. But with that naturally comes the benefits of our breath and mind. Inhale, halfway lift your chest. Exhale, Padahastasana. Stand on your hands, slide your hands beneath your feet. Bring your toes into your wrist crease. Balance your weight into the ball mounds of your feet. Draw your elbows out. Slightly lift your heels. Drop the crown of your head down. Inhale, halfway lift your chest. Exhale, release your hand and feet connection. Place your hands, a hand width distance in front of your feet to press walk the length of our mat. Ground into your hands, wrap your upper arms back. Straighten your arms, stack your shoulders on top of your wrists. Inhale, come high on your toes. Exhale, press walk, float your feet outside of your wrists. Walk your hands in front of you. Inhale, high on your toes. Exhale, bring your feet to touch inside of your thumbs. Walk your hands. Inhale, high on your toes. Exhale, press walk to straddle. Inhale, high on your toes. Exhale, feet to your hands. Last one, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, straddle. Grab for opposite elbow. Dangle in a moment in a wide-legged ragdoll. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, toe heel your feet into touch. Bring your hands to your hip crease. Rise up to standing. Stand tall. Step your right foot back wide. Come into a wide straddle position. Align your toes and heels. Tee out your arms, take a deep breath in. Exhale, Prasarita Padasana, wide-legged forward fold. Place your hands beneath your shoulders. Drop the crown of your head towards the floor. Move your chest through your thighs. Surrender your head below your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands to your hip crease. Hug your elbows together on your back. Exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana B. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and release your hands behind your back. Take one more sip of air in. Exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana C. Bow your chest down, send your one fist overhead. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana D. Bring your hands to grip the outer edges of your feet. Bring the crown of your head to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift your chest. Exhale, Skandasana, bend your left leg, straighten out your right leg, lift your toes. Inhale, come through halfway. Exhale, Skandasana, side lunge to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, side lunge to your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale to center. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, Samukasana, middle splits. Toe heel your feet out wide. Bring your feet as wide as your mat or wider. Lower down to your forearms. Stay active in your feet. Let this shape evolve with time. My middle splits is one of the most challenging postures I have. The rotation in my hips is quite challenging, so be kind with your body. Let this happen with time. So heel your feet back into a shorter stance. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, low lunge to the back of your mat. Drop your left knee to the floor. Take a deep breath in, lift your chest. Exhale, rocking lunge. Shift your weight back, straighten your right leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Come forward, breathe in. Exhale, shift back. Shift forward and back a few times. Stay in a rocking motion or take full Hanumanasana, front splits, walk your right toes towards the top of your mat. Lengthen your left leg behind you. Gently back out of the posture, rebend your right knee. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Spin to your left, spin to the top of your mat. Drop your right knee. Start with your rocking lunge. Inhale, bring your chest forward. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, straighten your left leg, move your hips back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, shift back. Continue in your rocking motion or Hanumanasana, front splits. Walk your left toes forward, lengthen your right leg back. Gently back out of your posture, bend your left knee, tuck your right toes, spin to your right. Stay as you are, but I'm going to flip around so you can see my face. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Exhale, fold down. Walk your hands through the window of your legs, back behind your wrists, transitioning to our bottom in a straddle position. Option to take a little Titibhasana firefly straddle sit. Bring the backs of your thighs to the backs of your upper arm. Sit your hips down. Bring your toes out. Imagine you're lowering down through an elevator. Bring your hips and feet into a straddle position. Walk your feet out, move your hips in. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, Upavista Konasana, pancake fold forward. Bring your nose, forehead, chest to the ground. Inhale, reach up. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, side stretch over to your right. Reach your left arm up over your ear towards your right toes. Bring the back of your head towards your knee. Inhale, come through center, reach both arms to the sky. Exhale, side stretch over to your left. Reach your right arm up and over, find your left toes. Cradle your left ribs inside of your thigh bone. Work to bring the back of your head towards your knee. Come back through center. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your arms behind you. Float your fingers behind you. Point your palms down. Upavista Konasana, unsupported. Bow your chest towards the floor. Use the strength of your core, your Mula Bandha, your Uddiyana Bandha to hold this shape. Notice how it feels slightly different when you take out the active hold, the passive hold, and turn it into an active hold. Inhale, reach up, rise up, and gently release. Shorten your straddle slightly for a Mula Bandha checkup. This is a great point to see where we are with our core strength and a little straddle lift. Bring your hands around your right leg, somewhere in between your hips and your knee. It'll vary for everybody, so play with a couple different hand placements if you find that this is the difficult lift. Wrap your hands into the floor, wrap your upper arms back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold your nose towards your leg. Inhale, pick up your right heel. Press the floor away. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right heel to the floor. Inhale, align your chest with your right leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push your arms straight. Pick up your hips, pick up your feet. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Tap out your quads if this gave you a little cramp. Bend your knees. Come back into your straddle position. Move your chest towards your left leg. Bring your hands to the floor around your left leg, somewhere, again, between your hips and your knees. Hug your elbows in, straighten your arms, protract through your chest and shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold your nose to your leg. Inhale, press the floor away, lift your left leg. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your heel to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straddle lift. Press your arms straight, lift your hips. Stay here with your feet on the floor or pick up your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Pad out your quads. This one always cramps me. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to the top of your mat for Bakasana Crow Pose. Bring your knees to your upper arms. Wrap your upper arms back. Place your knees into your upper arms. Shift your weight forward. Pick up your feet. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Option to take this into a toe tap. Flex your toes. Bring your toes to your wrist. Press into your feet. Straighten your knees. Lift your hips. And then release your feet to the floor. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift your chest. Exhale, prep for crow. Inhale, crow bakasana. Bring your toes to your wrist. Lift up and release your feet. 1 more time. Breathe in, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck and curl, crow prep. Come into crow. Toe tap. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, surrendering to your feet. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Bring your hands into reverse prayer. Internally rotate your shoulders. Bring your thumbs inside, point your palms to the outside. Then grab for your elbows or bring your hands into prayer. Bring your pinkies to touch. Close your hands like a book. Open your elbows out wide. Spread your left toes wide. Take a big step back with your right leg. Point all 10 toes forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, pyramid pose, fold over your left leg. Widen your collarbones. Inhale, keep your arms bound, lift your chest up. Exhale, spin to the right, spin to the back of your mat. Inhale, elevate through your heart. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Pyramid pose, bring your nose towards your shin. Scoop your navel in towards your spine. Inhale, lift up. Spin to your left. Spin to the top of your mat. Release your arms. Take a moment to ground into your feet. Inhale, extended mountain, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving into our arm balances. Inhale, halfway lift, jump or step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, utkatasana. Exhale, drop into a toe stand. Bring your hands to your heart, pick up your heels. Bring your thighs to touch your ribs. Compress and fold. Breathe into your low back. Inhale, find the lift in your chest. Exhale, lower your knees in line with your hips. Take another breath in. Exhale, twist to your left. Place your right elbow to your outer left knee. Place your hands to the floor. Parsvabhakasana, side crow. Plant your hands shoulder width distance. Hug your left elbow in. Bring your left leg high up into your right arm. Bring your chest down towards the floor. Pick up your feet. Side crow, Parsvabhakasana. Play with the scissor leg. Bring both feet back. Return your feet down. Bring your hands into prayer. Reset, come through center. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, chaturanga, jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, toe stand. Drop your hips down. Pick up your heels. Drive your thighs into your ribs. Connect your hands in Anjali Mudra. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, lower your knees. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist to the right. Press your left arm into your right thigh. Release both hands to the floor. Parsvarabhakasana. Place your hands shoulder width distance. Hug your right elbow in. Bring your right thigh high onto your left arm. Shift your chest down and forward. Pick up your feet. Parsvarabhakasana. Play with a little scissor leg. Ekapada Kundaliniasana. And bring your feet back together. Drop your toes. Bring your hands back into prayer. Lift up through your chest. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Exhale, drop your left knee to the floor. Untuck your left toes. Bring your left heel slightly out wide. Sit your hips down to the floor inside of your left foot. Place the top of your left foot to the ground. Draw your knees in. Lift up through your chest. Flex your right toes. Imagine your right foot lifts up. Now pick it up, reach for your toes. Crown Trasana, Huron pose. Stay in a more open variation with your heel in front of you. Take this into a bent knee variation with your thigh and chest connected. Or straighten your right leg towards the sky. Take your drishti to your big toe. And gently release. Plant your right foot. Plant your hands. Ekapada Bakasana, one-legged flying crow. Bring your right knee into your right arm. Bend your knees. Shift your weight and chest forward. Float your left toes of your left leg up. Find your balance. Travel through vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Low lunge. Exhale, drop your right knee down to the ground. Surrender the top of your right foot. Place your right foot slightly outside of your right hip. Then sit your hips down. Place your right foot in towards your hip. Level your hips down, lift your chest. Imagine your left leg is lifting up, flex your toes. Pick it up, catch it. Crown Trasana, Huron pose. Choose your variation with more space, or bend your left knee in towards your chest. Maybe straighten out your left leg. Gaze to your left big toe. And release. Release your left foot to the floor. Place your hands out in front of you. Bend your arms, flying crow. Bring your left knee to your left arm. Shift your chest forward. Pick up your right foot. Transition through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, tuck and curl into a tiny ball. Drop your hips. Lift your knees, lift your heels. Balance your arms out in front of you. Point your palms down. Drop your heels to the floor. Compact even tighter into a ball shape. Drop your heels and hips to the floor. Bring your left leg out in front of you. Pull your right knee into your chest. Find a little bear hug. Work your right knee back outside of your right shoulder for Ashtavrikrasana 8 angle. Put your right leg up high onto your right arm as if you're putting on a backpack. Place your hands in between your hips and your knee of your left leg. Wrap your elbows in. Cross your ankles, bring your right foot under. Lift your hips. Send your feet to the side. 8 angle Ashtavrikrasana. Drop your hips, come back through center. Switch out your sides, pull your left knee in. Bear hug to start, compress your left thigh into your ribs, align with your torso. Then send your left knee back behind your shoulder. Hook your left shoulder on the inside underneath your knee. Place your hands to the floor alongside your right leg. Cross your right leg under, grab for your toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, Ashtavrikrasana 8 angle. Pick up your hips. Send your feet out. Drop your chest down. And come back through center. Bring both knees into your chest. Compact, squeeze your thighs in. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, slide forward, high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Interlace your hands at the small of your back. Press the tops of your feet down. Take a cleansing breath out. Inhale, Shalabhasana, locust. Pick up your toes, pick up your chest. Send your one fist down your tailbone. And release. Rest your arms alongside of your body. Rest your forehead down. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Rest your pinkies to the floor. Point your thumbs up. Take a deep breath out. Inhale, Shalabhasana, locust, pick up. And release. One hand on top of the other beneath your chin. Rest your thighs and toes down. Bring your arms into a cactus. Zipper up your legs. Take a deep breath out. Inhale, Shalabhasana, locust. Pick up your toes, pick up your chest. Drag your elbow tips towards your heels. Spread your fingers wide. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, breathe out. Place your hands beneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale, Phalakasana, high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your knees in towards your wrist. Part your feet. Sit your hips inside of your heels, Virasana Hero pose. Press the tops of your feet into the floor. Bring your heels in close to your hips. Lift up to your chest. Stay upright. Or Supta Virasana, recline to your elbows, maybe all the way to your back. 5 breaths. Press into your elbows, press into your feet. Lift yourself up. Plant your hands right in front of your knees for tripod headstand. Plant your hands shoulder width distance. Bring the crown of your head to the floor. Wrap your elbows and upper arms in. Lift your hips. Come high on your toes. Press up into a headstand. Bring your knees to your triceps. Bakasana crow pose. Pick up your head. And chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Bend your knees. Reach your hands back to capture the outer edges of your feet for floor bow Dhanurasana. Bring your knees in. Press into your hips. Take a deep breath out. Inhale, Dhanurasana. Lift your feet, kick your feet into your hands. Lift your chest. Stay connected, rock to your right side. Draw your thigh bones back. Find your way through center. Over to the left. Back through center. Lift up Dhanurasana. Make this super active. Release your hands and feet, but keep your shape. And release. Bring your hands beneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, drop to your knees. Come to standing on your knees. Bring your knees hip width distance. Press the tops of your feet down or tuck your toes. Setting up Ustrasana camel pose. Place your hands to your low back. Anchor the heel of your palm into your low back. Press your hips forward. Squeeze your elbows together. Take an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, Ustrasana, back bend. Trace your eyes across the sky. And lift up, child's pose. Inhale, camel, lift up. Rise up, child's pose. One last time, inhale, Ustrasana. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, child's pose. Rise up to a tabletop. Walk your knees in towards your wrists. Come to standing on your shins. We'll work a little drop back into wheel Urdhva Dhanurasana. If you don't want to drop back today, find your way to your back. If you are going to drop back, bring your knees hip width distance. Press the tops of your feet down or tuck, whatever feels more comfortable. They will eventually tuck as you find the transition and drop into your wheel. Press your hips forward. The key with dropping back into your wheel position from this stance is make sure you see where you're going. So as we come into the back bend, our eye gaze, our drishti will come to the floor. Our hands will come over our head to then give us a landing zone to press into our hands, and then our feet and hips will thrust up. This comes with time, with patience. You can practice this with a wall, but I will show you freestanding. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift up through your chest, press your hips forward, make space all the way through your low back into your mid back. Let the mobility come through your mid spine. Avoid crunching into your low back to make the transition possible. Place your hands to your heart to start. I like to start with my chin tucked, but whatever feels best. If you like to drop your head back sooner, begin to lean. Every time you lean back, thrust your hips more forward. Take your eyes back behind you. And continue with your eyes going back and then your hands. Once we get into that position, it's a little bit harder to talk, so I will just show you. But what I'm doing is every time I lean up and back, I move my hips forward to help with the balance, to help with the arch and space. Come into your wheel. Press your arms straight, move your heart through your upper arms. And bend your knees, tap your head to the floor. Inhale, Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel straighten and lift up. Tap your head down. Last time, press and lift up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to your back. Pull your knees in. Give yourself a little release. Rock yourself up. Come to your shins. One last back bend for practice, and that is an inverted back bend. You can choose to take forearm stand or handstand. Anything in an inversion back bend would be Scorpio position, scorpion with your feet coming forward, half hollow, hollow, back with both knees, tons of different variations to play with. I will show a back bend in forearm stand. Come out of your inversion. Rest down in child's pose. Find your way into your seat. Come down to your bottom. Bring your left leg into a half hero. Place your left foot to the outside of your left hip. Then bring your right knee in toward your chest. Grab for the outer edge of your right foot. Draw your right knee out. For Rocket Vinyasa, place your right foot high into your left hip crease into half lotus. Take an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, spin to your right. Bring your right hand behind your back, find your right toes. Take your aggies over your right shoulder. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, Rocket Vinyasa, fold forward. Press yourself up. Bring your right leg into half hero. Bring your left leg in towards your chest. Pull your left knee in. Grab for the outer pinky toe side. Externally rotate your left knee. Place your left leg into half lotus, high into your right hip crease. Sit your hips down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, spin to your left. Rocket Vinyasa. Send your left arm behind your back. Find your bind. Place your right hand to your left leg. Spin and rotate. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Unwind, send both feet back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands back behind your feet. Walk your hands back. Let your hips drop. Walk your feet forward. Sit your hips to the floor. Pull your right knee into your chest. Cross your right foot outside of your left thigh. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half lower to the fish. Bring your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook your left arm outside of your right thigh. Walk your right hand behind you, lengthen through your right shoulder. Option to take a bind here. Further twist your left ribs to the outside of your right knee. Bring your left hand behind you. Reach for your right hand. And release. Come through center. Switch out your legs. Pull your left leg in. Cross your left leg up over your right thigh. Bring your left hand behind you. Inhale, open your right arm high. Exhale, twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half lower to the fish. Press your right arm firmly into your left leg. Walk your left hand back behind you. Take your bind if you did so on the other side. And gently release. Pull both knees into your chest. Lift up through your tailbone. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot behind your right wrist. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Half pigeon. Lengthen your left thigh bone behind you. Lift and square your chest forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sleeping pigeon, fold over your right bent leg. Surrender into your right hip. Melt your left hip flexor towards the floor. Inhale, lift your chest, tuck your left toes, lift your hips slightly, slide your left knee behind the right, Gomukhasana, cow-face legs. Bring your heels outside of your hips, lift your chest up. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards your pelvis. Relax your shoulders down your back. Chaturanga, jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Half pigeon, drop your left knee. Lengthen your right thigh bone back. Take another inhale, elevate and lift your chest. Exhale, sleeping pigeon, fold forward. Draw your right hip towards your left ankle. Spiral your inner right thigh towards the sky. And relax. Rise up, tuck your right toes, lift your hips, slide your right knee behind, Gomukhasana, cow-face legs. Surrender your hips down, lift your chest, clasp your feet with your hands. And release, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to your seat. Straighten your legs out, flex your toes. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Hinge from your hips, wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. Cradle your nose towards your shins. Find heaviness in your chest. Breathe into your back. Breathe into your hamstrings. And rise up. Lower down to your back. Pull your knees into your chest. Start our surrender series into relaxation. Lift your feet to the sky for waterfall pose. Flex your toes. Create one line of energy from your feet through your knees and hips. Stay in waterfall or press your feet up to the sky. Shoulders stand. Bring your hands to your low back. Rest into your elbows. Bring your ankles, knees, and hips in one line. Rest your weight into your shoulders. Have zero pressure in your neck. Avoid turning your head in any direction while in this pose. Drop your feet behind your head, Halasana plow. Scoop your navel in. Further, bear the weight into your shoulders. Be mindful of your neck. If this doesn't feel good, definitely back out. Deaf man's pose, bend your knees, bring your knees to your ears, take your tailbone up. Upward lotus, float your hips. Bring your right foot into your left hip crease. Bring your left leg up and over. Pick up through your knees. Unwind your feet. Roll your spine down. Rock up. Last chance for an inversion, supported headstand Shirshasana. Interlace your fingers up to the webbing. Bring the crown of your head into your hands. Bring the top of your head to the floor. Hug your elbows in. Pick up your feet and knees. Walk your toes in. Press up. And release your knees down to the ground, child's pose. Rise up, come to your bottom. Come into Padmasana Lotus, cross your right leg up to your left hip. Bring your left leg up and over. Bring your hands to your thighs. And a seal of acknowledgement, lift your chest. Option to reach your right hand behind your back or your right foot and your left arm behind. Release your hands. Place your hands alongside of your hips. For Tolasana, scale pose. Press your hands down. Take a deep breath in. Lift your chest. Exhale. Push your hands down. Pick up your hips. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Release your legs. Lower down onto your back. Come into your final resting pose, Shavasana, hands and feet wide. Surrender into your breath, your body, your mind. Acknowledge the hard work and dedication you put into your practice today. Rocket Vinyasa is not easy. It's demanding on our body. It's demanding on our concentration. Use this practice with lightness and airiness. Allow it to be dynamic. Allow it to be playful. Allow it to meet you where you are and give yourself permission to try. Try on variations. Know that it's all a learning process. It's the practice of progression and moving in a direction of body awareness and connection. Let any ideals that this is the practice of perfection begin to evaporate as you give yourself grace and surrender into your Shavasana. I will leave you in your final Shavasana. Take as much time as you have to let your heart beat cool and your body cool. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.